Now, listen to the story of King Vipashchit, who was on top of the Lokaloka mountains. So we're back to the story of King Vipashchit, who clearly represents awareness, the nature of awareness. It's craving for experience. This is the attention's craving for experience. The attention splits itself up. King Vipashchit split himself up into four. He split himself up into four so he could explore all four corners of the world. He went off to experience what could be experienced. And it's the nature of awareness to identify completely with what it's experiencing. And this is what happened to him. After he died, he saw his body being eaten by a huge vulture. In his consciousness, the notion of another physical body did not arise, nor did he reach enlightenment. Hence, he wished to engage himself in further activities. For pure mental activity, a physical body is unnecessary. In the case of illusion, dream, daydreaming and hallucination, the mind creates its own field, which is known as the subtle body, the ativahika. Field is quite a good word for it. It's like a magnetic field. You don't actually see it until you sprinkle some iron filings over it or something, and then you'll see it take a particular form. So we have this field which takes on the form of our physical body. And this field is known as the subtle body, or the ativahika. Only when that is forgotten or abandoned does the physical body arise. When one realizes the unreality of the physical body through proper investigation, then once again the subtle ativahika body arises. Now, we need to be careful that we just don't get caught up in an idea here or a theory. There is a particular understanding about the ativahika body, but we need to look into this directly for ourselves. We don't want to be substituting our experience for ideas about what we're experiencing. So we don't want to start getting into ideas about our astral body, leaving our physical body and visiting astral planes of existence, or visiting ethereal planes of existence. It needs to be real. Eckhart Tolle talks about the inner body and the power of now. So on page 93, he's got a section about connecting with the inner body. And it's all about what you're feeling. It's all about what you're experiencing. There's a whole field of experiencing going on. We just need to direct our attention to it. He suggests you start with your hand and so on. You begin just by feeling what you can feel. But then there are other times you will feel what could be described as streams of energy coursing through your body. And this is your inner body, your energy body, if you like. But it's sensations, it's only what you're experiencing. If you're not getting anything, then that's it. It's only as real as you're experiencing. So don't get caught up in any idea about it. And just like Eckhart Tolle says, it says here, hence investigate the nature of the ativahika body till the knowledge that the infinite consciousness alone is the truth arises. The realization, where is duality, where is hate or affection, all this is pure Siva, beginningless and endless. This realization is enlightenment. In other words, you're just with the pure experiencing, not with the stories about what we're experiencing. I said it's best not to get caught up in notions of an ethereal astral body. It probably isn't good to get caught up in theories of kundalini and all the rest of it either. These can be useful in certain contexts, But for self-inquiry, we're just looking into what is going on, not into describing what is going on, but simply what is going on. I prefer to call this body the emotional body, because that's what it is. It's about feeling, it's about sensation, it's about experiencing, not about ideas. If you can get in touch with this energy body or this emotional body, then you need never be bored. There's always something going on in it, and it can be very, very vibrant. And this is, I think, a good way of meditating, just to be sitting, experiencing this, turning your awareness to it, and then turning your awareness to itself. Even if we don't realize it, our emotional body is what is real for us. Our emotional body is what we're acting from or reacting from most of the time, not from our physical body. It's what colours our thoughts and our behaviour, our moods. This is the ativahika body, this is the subtle body. And once we appreciate its reality, then what we've done in effect is given up the notional reality, the identification with notions of a physical reality and of a world out there. And this process is described in terms of the elements. Vipashchit was still in the subtle body and enlightened. He was enveloped by darkness as if in a fetus. In a sense, he's about to be reborn, and nothing is hijacking his attention from where he is right now. He then experienced the earth plane, water plane, fire plane and space plane. And these are the hijackers of the attention. The attention gets drawn to things on the earth plane, and that's the experience of resistance. This is a very real experience. Well, it feels very real. It's what gives us notions of solidity. So he experienced it, but then he went beyond it. To a more fluid understanding of reality, less concrete. And we can take this further with the fire plane and the space plane. Although he experienced all these, he wasn't dragged into them. And then he began to investigate the nature of his own subtle body, and wondered, what sustains me who am pure consciousness? So he started coming back to the awareness that is aware of the subtle experiences of the ativahika body. He entered the infinite space of Brahma and saw everything there, but not having investigated the illusory nature of ignorance, he rests in it even now, though in fact there is no ignorance and Brahman alone exists. So it seems that Vipashchit, although his attention was focused, although it wasn't being hijacked all over the place, he still didn't appreciate the basic behaviour or mechanism of consciousness. He'd withdrawn the attention from all the things which could distract it, but it seems that he didn't actually bring the attention back to itself and rest in that. And this is Brahman. So he got as far as Brahma, the creator. He understood how creation worked. But there was one final step which he didn't take, and that was to come back to Brahman.